Welcome back to digital class, and now we are looking at these questions together. So here this question says study the setup. So you can see that there's a retort stand here. This is the retort stand. And this torch is being tied to the retort stand at this small little interesting angle. Okay, now this is the object. And you can see this is the distance between the torch and the object. Okay, and that's basically the table. Now, the result of the experiment is being shown here. When it's 10 cm, the length of the shadow is 7. When it's 20, it's because it will become 15. When it's 30, it becomes 22. So you see that as the distance increases, the length of the shadows actually increases. And this is a bit weird. Why? Because it seems that we learned that when you come closer to the torch, it will become bigger. Yes, but again, this torch is put in a different angle. Okay, but anyway, that's not what the question asking now. Let's look at here. A, what was the aim of the experiment? Now, again, we know the aim, we always start with to find out if, now, if the change variable affect the result. Okay, so what is the change variable here? What is something that's being changed here? Which is the what? The distance of the object from the torch. Then change variable affect the result. What is the result here? What are we observing here? The length of the shadow cast on the table. So the aim of the experiment will be to find out if the distance of object from the torch actually affects the length of shadow cast on table. Okay, so that is basically the aim of our whole experiment. So B, based on the experiment, why was a shadow formed on the table? Because light is travel in a straight lines and the light is being blocked by an object. Okay, so we know that light travels in a straight line. Light travels in a straight line and light is being blocked by the object. Okay, so that is basically the whole idea of how why was shadows formed. Now C, give a reason how keeping the angles of the torch shining at the object constant means the same, make the experiment a fair test. Why do we need to make sure the angles are actually the same? Because by setting the angle at the same, we can make sure the object receive the same amount of light. If I do like this, if I do like this, then I turn the angle to be like this. Do you think the object receive the amount of light? The same amount of light? No, right? And when they are not receiving the same amount of light, this create a problem. If I come closer, I do like this, I can. Then I turn a bit, then I do like this. Can I say there's no shadow form? Not fair, right? Okay. So we say that to ensure the object receive the same amount of light. Okay, so that is basically the whole idea for this question. Okay, and there's only part A, B, and C. And that's all for this question. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.